Okay, so I'm gonna quickly show you how Ntlite works. So we have Ntlite here and we need to load either an image directory. Now image directory is if you actually extract an ISO file. So you double click it and it shows you all the files inside there. You can actually then copy that to a folder and then just click on image directory and select all that files and it will load it here. In my case, I want to just add an ISO. So I want to, let me just say, I want to create a Windows 11 24H2 file. So we can load that. Right, it loads all the different versions, home all the way to workstation. So now you can go here and okay, first you have to load the one that you want to install. So obviously for me it's pros, just right click and say load, or just double click on it and it will load it. Okay, so once it's loaded, you can actually start deleting all these other versions, but I think there's something in here that will do that at the end if you say apply. So let's go to components. Now there's a ton of stuff to remove here, so you can just go through the list. I've pretty much removed everything and it didn't really break Windows. There's ones that's grayed out that you can't remove anyway, so it's probably needed. But you know, the usual suspects, you just go quickly through them. So game bar, let's just get all this ordinary stuff out of here. Microsoft News, you know, photos. Okay, I need sticky notes. Microsoft Teams, MPEG-2 video extension. Okay, let's leave that. Weather. So you can see that you can remove the stuff. Snapping tool. What is that? Solitaire. There's so much stuff here. I'm not gonna bother in removing everything. Obviously not Windows Defender, so don't remove your security. That would be crazy. So I mean, these apps you can remove them, but they are very small anyway. But I mean, they might run in the background. I'm not sure. Definitely Xbox stuff. I'm not. Okay, drivers. I'm not gonna remove any drivers. Hardware support, ISO image localization. So yeah, okay, come to localization languages. Obviously just select the language that you want and get rid of all the other ones. So kill that. That way is English US and English Great Britain is anyway in there. Multimedia. So there's not a lot of stuff in here. There's another Xbox core. Screw it, it's gone. Obviously if you play Xbox and so on, then don't do it. Network wise, I'm not gonna remove anything here. Internet Explorer. Yeah, that. Remoting and privacy. Yeah, Rounds Cache client. Everybody removes that one. File server resource manager. I don't know. Kernel debugging. Messaging queue. I'm not sure. Multi-point connector. Just leave that on. Remote assistance, that could be a security problem. Remote desktop server, if you're not going to use that, then it's out of there. Right, system apps. So yeah, you can just go through these, and if there is something that you want to remove that looks familiar, you can remove it. But Windows Hello Setup, kill that. Windows Features Experience Pack, I'm gonna remove that. Xbox, okay, and then system. Right, leave that. There's not a lot you can list. Hyper-V integration services, can stay. Well, webcam. Right, schedule task, you don't have to worry about. Features. Was there anything in features? Not really, but you can go through this. Let's maybe add something. Settings, no, not too bad about settings. Services, there is a service. You can go through this and just disable it. So like BitLocker, you can obviously just click here and it will say disable. Click it again, boot system, automatic, manual. So if you want to disable anything here, right, let's see. I want to remove anything at this moment. I don't think I've removed or disabled anything here last time. But yeah, going through this list, wow, it will take forever. Right, extra services, you can go through there. And then you can have an unattended install. So you don't have to click on anything while Windows is installing, because you preset everything in here. So to enable this, click on enable there. So you don't have to sysprep anything. Right, so input language, this is the language selections. You're just gonna have to select your specific language. Just kill that for now. System locale, obviously select like English. I wanna select, so I don't wanna, for this install, I don't wanna unattended install because I wanna check a few things out. Obviously time zone, and then in OEM, let me just see, you don't need anything there, but definitely yes, skip the EULA page, so you can just say true to skip it. Skip local account setup, this one, I think I ran into a problem here. I couldn't actually log in because I didn't set up a previous account, so I think leave that one out. And then skip wireless setup, network location, put you can put it on home or any of the others. Skip, 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 make it all true. You just have to read it and it will make sense. Skip auto activation. Skip auto activation. Oh. Anyway, I'm not sure about that one. Just leave it alone. Then computer name, you can say that in. If you have a product key, put it in. These ones are not too important. Right, and then in the Windows PE pre, pre-installation, again, just the language again. If you want a true unattended install, you're gonna have to give these answers to this answer file. Right, what else? Don't need anything there. Again, skip URL page, computer name, again product key if you have, otherwise just leave it. And that's it for the unattended install. And then you can click on apply. So you can just save the image, or you can say save the image and trim additions. So it will actually trim all these extra additions away, making the ISO file smaller. So obviously I want that. Right, and then standard editable WIM. So if you're going to work with the WIM file in the future, or extract it or whatever, just leave it on that. You can have a compressed ESD file, so the ISO will be smaller, but just leave it on WIM is fine. And then obviously create an ISO file and give it a name. Maybe there you say process. I add once a label. Just leave it at Ntlite. I'm not gonna keep this image really. Say process here and it will start processing. It gives you the security. It wants you to disable the security if there is anything going to stop it from creating your files, but yeah, I'm not sure about that one, so I'm just gonna leave it out. That's pretty much how you would do that. Yeah, thanks.